Hello, Pastor Bert for AutoFTP. In AutoFTP, how do you navigate between directories, both locally and for the remote server? If over a directory, how do you open and enter into that directory? How do you indicate that files or directories are to be included within an upload or download? Is there a way to edit HTML or text files both on the remote server and locally? Can you make a new directory or delete files or directories? How do you get a log of the last download or upload? Once an upload or download is started, can it be paused temporarily or even halted? These questions and others will be answered in this tutorial. Interesting controls and how to use them.
In this tutorial, we will cover to a small degree these two toolbar controls. The one that looks like a stoplight and the other a hand, where one temporarily stops a transfer while the second terminates a transfer, either an upload or a download. Our major focus will be directed to the toolbar controls associated with the local and remote grid. For example, the toolbar right above the local grid contains controls that just service the local directory, while the toolbar above the remote grid contains controls that just service the remote directory. Also, both the local and remote grids have contact menus associated with them. The contact menu for the local directory offers options almost identical to the toolbar associated with it. But with the contact menu, you get descriptions of each option, not merely icons. The remote directory has its own toolbar, and with a right click, you see its context menu as well.
For every local control, there is a remote equivalent. The toolbars are associated with the grids right below them. Individual controls between local and remote are a little different, but great effort was put in to make them as close as possible in terms of user operation. We will begin with the navigation controls and continue from there. Once you've seen this short video, you'll be close to an expert on how to run AutoFTP.
The order of presentation of controls is as follows. For local navigation, click the Folder Navigation button. The Local Folder Navigation dialog displays. Click the Drive directory. And when satisfied, click the OK button. The directory selected in the Folder Navigation dialog then displays in the Local Directory grid. For remote navigation, click the Folder Navigation button. The Remote Folder Navigation dialog displays. Click the Remote Directory, and when satisfied, then click the OK button. The directory selected in the Folder Navigation dialog then displays in the Remote Directory grid. Alternatively, you don't even need the toolbar control to accomplish this navigation. Just click on the folder icon of a directory will cause it to open up, or double-click on the file name, or select the same option from the contact menu. Click the Move Up button to cause the local directory grid to display the parent grid above it. The Move Up button for the remote directory works identically to the local directory. Alternatively, you can also move up in directories to the parent folder by clicking the first folder icon in the local or remote grid themselves, a folder with nothing in it. Other approaches to achieve the same result would include clicking the same Move Up button within the local contact or remote menu, or even the menu option itself. To ensure that you can run this program your way, whatever that way may be, you will find that there are at least 3, sometimes 4 or 5 different ways to accomplish any task within AutoFTP. From this point on within this tutorial, I shall explain only one approach to save time. However, in all options, you will find many more intuitive approaches to accomplish the same thing, and all of them will work. To open and enter directories in either grid, select a row with the directory in it. Then either click on the appropriate toolbar's Open and Enter Directory button that looks like a folder with another folder beneath it, or click the folder icon within the grid, or simply double-click the name of the directory within the row. At the beginning of each row, in either the local or remote directory grid, there is a checkbox. If checked, the file or folder within that row will be included in the transfer. If not checked, the row will be skipped. You can check each row individually, but with large directories, this would be both tedious and a waste of time. The better approach is to use the toggle switch, which looks like 2 arrows pointed to each other. When clicked, the toggle switch changes every row in the directory. Any file or folder not checked is then checked for inclusion. Any that were checked are reversed and cleared. If there are exceptions, you can then uncheck the few with a couple of clicks. AutoFTP is a workhorse built to handle large transfers and vast numbers of files. The toggle switch is your labor saver for preparing directories efficiently and carefully for transfer. The icon for bookmark maintenance looks like a ribbon with a gold seal. When displayed, type in a descriptive name for your bookmark. When happy with the name, click the Save button. You can maintain bookmarks with the Site Manager, but the Site Manager is not designed for on-the-fly capturing of bookmarks while the user is about to make transfer. Bookmark maintenance is. Clicking the OK button causes both the local and remote directories to be set to the selected bookmark. To edit an HTML file, first select the HTML file within a directory. Click the HTML edit icon within the toolbar to bring up the page in designer mode. Here you have a complete HTML editor. You can also click the Edit HTML and then actually make coding changes as well. When satisfied with your changes, click the Save button and the OK button to return to designer mode. Click Save HTML to save the file to a specific directory. To edit a text file, first select the text file within a directory. Click the Text Edit icon within the toolbar to bring up the file. Here you have all the controls necessary to edit. When satisfied with your changes, click the Save button. Click the Exit button to exit the text editor. To create a new folder within the directory you are in, click the Create New Folder button. When the Create New Folder dialog appears, enter the name of the new folder. Click the OK button. The directory will redisplay with the new folder within it. The feature runs in the same way for both the local and remote directories. The Options icon looks like a folder with a star in it. Check the checkbox on each file and folder to be deleted. Then click the Delete option on the toolbar. When the message box displays asking you to confirm your intent to delete, click the Yes button. The names of files being deleted remotely are displayed within the status bar. Once completed, the directory redisplays lists the files and folders that were deleted. The feature runs in the same way for both local and remote directories. To rename a file or folder, select the row with the file or folder to be renamed in. Click the Rename option in the toolbar. The Rename dialog box displays. Edit the name of the file or folder as desired. Click the OK button to cause the rename to take place. The directory redisplays showing the file now renamed. We're about to start a general upload. Our purpose, however, in doing this is because in this portion of the tutorial, we will be examining how to temporarily stop and then restart a transfer, and later, how to kill or terminate a transfer. I bring your attention to the stoplight control on the top toolbar. This is the temporary stop upload or download button. Notice that the stoplight is yellow, meaning that no transfer has been initiated. We'll take a time break while the program lists directories as the upload starts. Returning from the time break, the upload has started. Notice that the traffic light has changed from yellow to red. Jumping ahead more in our download, let's temporarily stop the upload by clicking the red stoplight. Notice the transfer has stopped, and also the stoplight has now changed to green. The green light means that if you click it, the transfer will resume. Thus, we now have the upload continued by clicking the green stoplight. The upload resumes. To terminate an upload or download, click the button on the toolbar that looks like a hand. The transfer is now terminated. To accomplish the same transfer would now require starting it over from the beginning. Once the transfer completes, you can click the Excel button, which enables you to save the log where you choose. Clicking on that Save button within Explorer, we see this log within Excel itself, clear, to the point, and easy to understand by anyone.
This completes our tutorial, Interesting Controls and How to Use Them. We trust this has been useful in helping you to familiarize yourself with the operation of AutoFTP. This is Pastor Bert for AutoFTP saying, until the next time, goodbye, friend.